Hello and welcome again to another edition of the Association of PEMF Professionals live broadcast here on our Facebook page. And I am Jerry Dreesen, the AOPP Executive Director. And we're also going to be streaming these into our YouTube page as well. We're just going to be copying and pasting them, but that way we can reach a broader crowd as well as far as an audience. And if you are interested in learning more about the Association of PEMF, you can go to our website. Let me get our ticker banner going here, PEMFprofessionals.com, and that's where you can go to learn about everything that is PEMF. And it is full of educational videos, memberships, and certifications. And so if you are brand new to this, or those of you that are part of it, feel free to share this or tag your friends so that they can come and see it as well. Because again, this is a national and now international organization that is all about people who are using PEMF on small animals, on large animals, on humans, and even plants. But if you don't know what PEMF is all about, if it's something you're interested in, or you have one and you want to jump over to become certified, it is something where you now learn about this whole process, the PEMF process, and how it all functions and works. That way you can explain it to the people that you're working on. And we've already got a good afternoon from Chicago. Thank you. It's good to see you over there on the other side. Well, I guess you're in the middle of the state, Illinois. And I'm over here in Washington State, where we've just had 3 beautiful days in the 70s. And Northern Michigan. Hi, Hazel. Good to see you again. And what I wanted to talk about briefly today is going into our web searching. And so if you are, looking for information on, let's say, how does PEMF treat headaches, or, what are the research articles about it? And sometimes, like I just did a quick search here on the website for PEMF and headaches, and right off the top of the feed is a little blurb. It says pulsed electromagnetic field PEMF therapy benefits migraines and headaches. Studies show that migraine pain is associated with uneven distribution of blood flow in the brain. PEMF therapy improves blood circulation and dilates blood vessels in the brain, as we learn in this article. And then there's an article. And hello, good afternoon. We're still, we're just about hitting noon here. So yeah, you guys are definitely into the afternoon or on the East Coast and Midwest. But what my comment is, and yeah, it does a great job with taking care of headaches. And if you have people that say, well, how does it do that? Or like I'll have patients that I treat, they'll say, well, where are the articles that I can read that shows that what you're doing helps me out? And so let's talk a little bit about that, because like I said, you can go on the web, and I just read a little blurb about it. But how do we know that that's true? How do we know that that's just not somebody's take on it, or, somebody that's gone around and grabbed some things and they've curated information about it, but you want to have the most recent science search on things like that. And so if I were to scroll down a little bit more, now we've got PubMed, which is a government organization that does have a research articles, things that were done, and you'll hear things like double-blind placebo-controlled studies. And just real quick, I know a lot of you understand that. Some of you have never heard that or truly understood it. But double-blind means that the person giving the session or treatment doesn't know if what they've got is real or not, and the person receiving it doesn't know if they're getting the true dose or not. So let's say that you have one of the larger machines that clicks. Well, you can fake a machine that does clicks, or just just even on low amounts, so people don't know if they're truly getting it or not. Although I think those of you that have received PEMF know if you're truly getting it when it's on a higher dose. But on the smaller ones, it would be easier to kind of fake that. But anyways, you've got two people that don't know if they're getting it or giving it, and that's double blind. And it is placebo controlled, which is usually half the people are getting a sham or a non-event, and other people are actually getting the real thing. And then they treat the population. So again, how many people did they do it on? Did they do it on 50 people, or did they do it on 10,000 people? So you're going to get better information with those kinds of things. Wikipedia, it is built for people to go in and actually create the source. So you can get a Wikipedia account, create one, go into Wikipedia, and anything that you want to add your 2 cents worth, you can. But there are people that look at that and they'll either accept it or boot it, based on whether what you're saying is accurate or if it's been repeated already. So you can't really use Wikipedia articles to talk about the true sciences of PEMF. It's when you go into these research studies, either on PubMed or there's another one, the clinical trials. It's a .gov. Some of them, in order to read them, you have to pay for them. And so that's one of the things that AOPP is doing, is as we're coming across articles that we know benefit our members, then we'll purchase them, which means we now have the right to show them to our membership. And as we go out and we look at more things, like, I just talked about headache, it could be low back pain, there could be, small animals, there could be, double blind on depression, or even on the animal side, like there's Dr. Marty's doing a ton of work on working with animals and documenting those things, like on shrinking tumors and things like that. So there's lots of stuff that's out there. But again, the goal is for everybody that's out there searching, just make sure that you are quoting an article that has been done with a validated research. And that way we're not spreading disinformation. If you have information on something you're not sure where it came from or whether it's authentic, just drop it in our Facebook feed. We'll be more happy to check it out for you as well. And those of you that are members, this is part of where your membership money goes. It's to help us as an organization, create our website, to do research like this, to get those articles, to go out and work on the legal side of it, to represent people, to represent PEMF. So we are all about helping you out, and those of us that use PEMF in our practices too, on the medical side. So if you have any questions about PEMF and where you could go for articles, I found just dropping in a Google search or your favorite browser. It could be one of the other ones. I like using Google because that's 80% of the people use that as far as a search result. Again, if you are interested in becoming a member, you can drop that in the chat as well. You can go check out our website, PEMFprofessionals.com. We have a practitioner's map that people can go to and do a location and also see if they're verified, which means they've gone through our certification program. And with that certification, it allows you to promote yourself as somebody that's gone through and learned, and now you have the national organization certification to take with you when you go knock on doors. It's a great way to promote yourself as well. And it's pretty easy to do. You go and you watch the video, you take the test, then you get certified. Becoming a member is pretty easy to do as well. And our whole goal is to make your journey through this whole PEMF thing. And again, you're on the ground floor. It's still in its infancy. If you can imagine 10 years from now where PEMF is going to be, it'll be something you're going to see, on TV. You're going to, people are going to be talking about this. It'll be part of medicine. It is already, but the machines themselves are kind of archaic because there has to be a certain UA listing in order for that to happen. But you as practitioners can also, you'll have your foot in the door as far as being able to reach those people as well. So a short broadcast. I'm only at about 10 minutes here. But again, I wanted to let you know that there are tons of research articles out there. You can do a research on them. Just make sure that you're like pulling them from PubMed or one of the other organizations that is a double-blind, placebo-controlled result. And like I said, some of them you have to pay for, and it's like maybe $5, $6, $7, sometimes $10, depending on the article. But you can even ask us if we have it. So, and we can pull that information for you as well. So again, this is Jerry Dreesen, and I want to thank those of you who are live checking this out, and it'll be rebroadcast as well. Like and share, as I mentioned. And again, we will see you again next week, and I look forward to talking with you then.